The Microeconomics of Netflix. Netflix is a monthly subscription-based streaming entertainment service company available on various devices for consumers. In this video, I will be discussing the market structure, elasticity, supply and demand, and the cost of production for Netflix. Netflix offers 3 different subscription plans at various prices. There is the basic plan, the standard plan, and the premium plan, and the costs for these vary by the different countries. The plans determine the number of devices that you can simultaneously watch on and the quality of the screens. Customers are able to change or cancel their plans at any time. Aside from these plans, Netflix partners with different companies that bundle Netflix as an add-on. Netflix is experiencing an increasing amount of competition from various competitors. These companies are all similar, offering essentially the same services, but are differentiating their product in relation to prices, content, service features, and many more. Amazon Prime Video is the nearest competitor with 75 million subscribers in comparison to Netflix's subscriber count totaling over 150 million. In regards to Netflix's market structure, it can be described as a monopolistic competition. Because there are low barriers of entry and exit in the streaming service market, there are many companies that compete with Netflix. All of these companies offer similar services but are not perfect substitutes for each other, and because of this, each company markets to differentiate their product from others. Each company holds some sort of market power, making them price makers, but this price-making ability is offset by an elastic demand. The demand in the streaming service market is highly elastic, and because of this, the companies must differentiate their product to increase their prices and increase their supply to customers. There are many factors that affect the elasticity of demand when it comes to Netflix. One of these factors is consumer preferences. The various companies in this market incorporate different features and accessibilities that determine the quality of the services it provides. Because of this, customers prefer some services over others. Another factor is the price of related goods. Each company is attempting to appeal to the consumer base with reasonable prices for their product. Content is another factor. The streaming services offer differing content collections available for their users. This is one of the main factors when it comes to streaming service companies. Income expectations of consumers is also another factor because this market has a mix of price-sensitive and price-insensitive customers. A decrease in demand for cable and satellite television has led to an increase in demand for streaming services. The graph to the right shows a decrease in the number of households that are paying for traditional television. Because of the increase in demand for streaming services, Netflix has seen a great deal of success. Netflix is now the leading provider in this industry. Netflix accounts for over 85% of the consumers who pay for streaming services. In the graph on the left, you can see each year, Netflix increases its subscriber base internationally and domestically. In the graph on the right, it compares Netflix's revenues versus their subscription price. In the beginning, as their prices rise, so does the demand and revenue, but when it gets to a certain high price, the demand seems to level out. In a monopolistic competition market, the demand curve slopes downwards. This means the demand is elastic. The firms in this market hold some market power due to the product differentiation, and the companies are able to increase prices without losing a large portion of their customer base. The firms attempt to profit maximize by producing at a level where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. Although inefficiency still arises in this market due to marginal revenues exceeding marginal costs because of the company setting high prices. And because of this, consumer surplus is transferred to the producer and deadweight loss is created. Netflix is a scalable product, so the company can supply as many memberships to meet the demands of the market. Since it is a digital company, the marginal cost of selling an additional membership is constant. This is represented by the horizontal supply curve. Having a low marginal cost is only beneficial to Netflix if the company continues to increase their memberships. One way Netflix does this and differentiates their product is through their content. Producing and licensing content for the company has raked up a large amount when it comes to the cost of production. As you can see in the graph to the left, each year, the cost of content increases. The graph to the right shows how, when Netflix increases their content investment, their subscribers also grow with it, increasing their revenues. Now, over 85% of their content spending is on producing content for their Netflix originals. With Netflix's large productions, it rivals the US traditional television industry.